Hi there, this is a short tutorial on how to use the offense and defense labs. To get started, just go to a team. We'll choose Kentucky. And the labs are in these tabs here, offense lab and defense lab. We'll start with offense lab. What the labs are really meant for is analyzing in-game statistics and scenarios. So at different points of the game and different situations. I'll kind of run over some of these things, or run through some of these things. Let's first select last year since there's more data. These are the different statistics you can plot. By default, it's an area graph with all free throws and field goals. By default, this game select tab does not show all the games because it's pretty noisy. If you click show, you can pick and choose all the games or subset of games you wish to analyze, or you will analyze. So the data that's available is shown here. B stands for box score data, P stands for play-by-play data, and S stands for shot chart data. Some games will not have play-by-play data, and some games won't have shot chart data. So like this Winthrop game, there's no shot chart data available. And so by default, all these games are selected for which there's data. And if you deselect some of these, you'll see that the data and the plots update accordingly. So we'll just kind of select all these and we'll move forward. The game clock is representative of the first half and the second half. This is minute by minute statistics of all the field goals and the makes that Kentucky has scored throughout all these selected games. And the game flow, this section here, is this y-axis here is the score differential of all those selected games. So in, say, the 14-minute mark in the first half, in all those games combined, Kentucky was outscored in this range in here. And same with the first a few minutes of the game. As the game progresses, as the games progress from the 15-minute mark to, say, the 7-minute mark, on average, Kentucky was outscoring their opponents. And so you can kind of choose subsets of all of these games to analyze by just clicking on them on the chart here and sliding the slider along here. So you can pick out different regions of the game, of the set of games to analyze, to figure out maybe why, what was going on there. Was Kentucky missing shots, or were they just simply getting outscored, or what was going on there? So you can do that sort of thing. Also, this score differential down here is designed to select a set of plays where the score between the two teams is between your specified range. So if you're only interested in statistics where the two teams are within 10 points of one another, you can select that range there, and the remaining data down here will all be statistics that only capture plays in which the teams are within 10 points of one another. The shot clock also is a chart where you can select different ranges. So if you wanted to just say, with 5 seconds left in the shot clock, what kind of plays are we seeing, and what kind of success? And so you can kind of mouse over each of these different areas and eliminate, well, maybe not eliminate, but eliminate the first 35 seconds or the first 30 seconds of the shot clock, and just look at what was going on, who was taking shots where, with 5 seconds left in the shot clock. The shot chart data here, you can further filter as well if you wanted to just say look at who's taking those bad shots that are right before the the 3-point line that aren't quite 3-pointers, and who's making those and who's missing those, and this will update accordingly. You can slide this as well and see who's taking the interior shots here, who's missing them, who's making them. You can choose a subset of players and see how they do in 3-pointers or whatever you choose to look at. You can plot different statistics here: effective field goal, 3-point percentage, and all this. The table will update accordingly according to who you have selected and what ranges and what have you. Okay, the defense lab is really similar. The game clock is broken down into 1-minute bins here, and you can select different ranges to look at. Say, look at the last 10 minutes of the first half, and you can analyze who's taking shots where, at what point in the shot clock are people taking shots, and what kind of success you would have. So often you'll see a sort of a bimodal distribution in the 24 seconds or the 35-second shot clock, where teams will push, and if they can't get a shot in that first couple seconds, then they'll settle into their offense, and you'll get sort of this another bump here where they take their shots, and so you can kind of investigate that and see what kind of percentages teams will have in if they don't succeed in getting a transition or a basket right away in the first 5 seconds, where they take the majority of their shots. And again, anything you select up here, so you could just look at, say, opponent field goal percentage, and that'll also be reflected in this shot clock down here. So the opponents shoot their best right here around 5 seconds into the shot clock, and it kind of goes downhill. So goes downhill as the shot clock winds down, and that makes sort of sense as teams get a little bit desperate to hoist up a shot. So I guess that's it.